Spike's RT blog date, June 30th, 2013. Alright. Just about a week ago, I went out to the movies and saw a movie. This was The Purge. It's been a while since I went out to the movies, and I end up running into a bad movie. And there's going to be spoilers on this, so if you are planning to watch this, which I hope you don't, you may want to skip this part. Because there is just a bunch of goofiness in this movie. So basically, this movie is placed in 2022, which is a nation reborn, the United States, ruled by the new founding fathers of America. Now, they keep mentioning this name, but who are they? Yeah, they're part of the government, but there's not much explained after that. So, in order to maintain a low crime rate and unemployment rate, they institute a 12-hour period annually called the Purge, during which all criminal activity, including murder, is legal. Now, they get this movie to go around this man called James, who is a wealthy salesman of security systems that are specifically designed for the Purge. Now, at the night of the Purge, everyone gathers into the room where they initiate the lockdown, which they have these huge metal doors, metal windows. It looks like he puts the place on lockdown. So they put out the so-called emergency broadcast system, which I know I'm nitpicking, but that's an outdated system. We now use the emergency alert system. And they lay down rules for the Purge. There are rules for it! A night where you can commit murder on somebody, and they place rules! They put in rules such as you cannot use any weapons that is above class 4, and you cannot harm any level 10 government official. Screw that. If I want to kill somebody, I want to use an RPG. So anyway, they are locked down. Their child sees a homeless man running down, yelling for help. He actually gets into the security system and opens the door for the man. A guy that makes security systems, has he ever heard of childproof? So the man is around in the house, and the man runs off because in the confusion, James starts shooting at this guy named Henry, which is a minor side story, which gets killed off pretty quickly. And well, it's basically because that this Henry guy is a boyfriend of his daughter, but James does not approve of the relationship, so Henry figures the only way to have the relationship is to kill off James. But instead, James kills him. So now they have a stranger running around the house, and then a bunch of purgers come up and give them an ultimatum to give back the person, or they'll knock down the doors and kill everybody inside. Now, yeah, it gets bizarre from here. A lot of them are wearing masks, and they give all these scenes of them skipping around, playing on the swings. It's very bizarre. So now they mention them knocking down the doors, and James reveals to us that the security system was only meant to be a deterrent. You make security systems for a night where killing is legal, and you decide that the best way to protect yourself from it is to use a security system that doesn't really secure. You are a fraud, sir! That is the stupidest idea I have ever heard! So they finally find the homeless man, and they tie him up and get him ready to give him to the Purgers, but then he suddenly has a change of heart, realizing that he would not be he would just be going down to the level of the Purgers outside. So he decides to keep him, and of course they knock down the doors, and it's basically a bunch of shooting. But James gets killed off, and the whole family is in the front room. They're about to be killed, but their neighbors get in there and kill off those Purgers. But they only killed them so the neighbors could kill the family. So now the plot line is getting confused. And then just as they're about to kill them, the homeless person comes in and kills one of them, and asks the lady, her name is Mary, by the way, gives her the option of killing off the other neighbors, and she says no. Have everyone sit around until the purge ends. But one of the neighbors tries one more attempt at killing her, but of course that fails, and then the purge ends. And she tells everyone, get out of the house. So why didn't she kill her right there? I mean, if this is an annual thing, all she has to do is come back and try again. Just pull the freaking trigger, lady! So everyone, and including the homeless guy, gets kicked out of the house, and that's pretty much where it ends. See, this movie is very goofy. It's a very interesting idea. It's stupid to make crime legal in the first place, but I wanted to give this movie a chance because I wanted to see the possibilities of such an unlikely scenario. But instead, it's just a lot of bizarre scenes, some dumb characters. It is just a home invasion. I was also expecting some more action, but instead I get this. So I don't recommend it. So I wanted to give it a chance, but it just completely blew up in its stupidity. So what I'm saying is, I'd rather purge this movie out of my head. Alright, let's stop talking about bad movies and actually get to some good stuff. Disney is actually doing something good this time. They are making some more Mickey Mouse cartoons, which they're going to be airing on the Disney Channel. And their show is simply called Mickey Mouse. They're a series of shorts, just like they did in the old days. And and I do mean the vintage Mickey, the one with the just the black eyes, and with him just wearing the red shorts. Only the real difference you'll see is that it's given a more contemporary feel on the drawings. And finally, they are actually stepping in the right direction. They actually have a few previews up right now. So if you want to check it out, I do recommend watch it. Give it a try. And let's see. With it being close to July, I should give you the upcoming cons. July 4th through the 7th, we have 2 cons going on. Anthrocon and Furtastic. Anthrocon, I'll begin to see information in just a moment. Ooh. Yeah, my food's coming back up. Furtastic will be held... Excuse me. It says it's a small convention north of Germany and south of Norway. So I'm a bit confused on that. Let's see, July 17th to the 21st, FinFirst Summer Camp, obviously being held in Finland. 20th to the 27th, Lakeside Furs, which will be held in Austria. And then on the 26th to the 28th will be Megaplex, being held in Kissimmee, Florida. Alright, now with Anthrocon coming up this week, I got to give you the information of what will be going on. I'll be arriving Thursday, by the way. So I'll pretty much be all around the place. Thursday, there will be a pre-con social mixer at 6:30. We will have a dance at 9 p.m. and they'll be collecting furry survey data at the same time. Let's see, I should probably, or actually it does give me the information. Let's see. On Friday, opening ceremonies will be at 11 a.m. Of course, that will be held at the Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom, the main ballroom. And we have the Bucktown Tiger Concert, which will be at 1 p.m. That's also in the main ballroom. See, there will be a panel with Tom Mitten. That will be at room 407, the lecture hall. Let me run down here. And yeah, we got a bunch of random panels. You can check those out. I'm not gonna go through every one of them. It'll take me like the whole night to go through the whole list. Yeah. Let me change formats on my schedule, because the one I'm looking at here is the Google one, and it just lists everything, and it's going off the screen, and I can't scroll down. So, just give me a second. I'm going to bring up the a better version of it. All right, there we go. While I'm getting that up, I want to mention that if you look on the grid schedule, there is one thing that's missing on there. I've made a video with Tilt Longtail. We are going to be viewing it in the lecture room on Sunday at 10:30. So if you want to check that out, I do recommend coming to that. I'll be there as well. Alright, that's better. Yeah, I was looking for like the dealer's room in the Artist Alley because it wasn't listed in the other one. Those will be opening at 12 noon, about an hour after the opening ceremonies. Yeah, I'm looking at the grid. There's like a lot of panels that will be going on. Artist Alley will be starting at 2 p.m. and the art show will also be starting at 2 p.m. Mercedes Lackey and Larry Dixon will be having a panel at 3:30, and that will be in the lecture hall. We will also have a charity poker tournament, which will be held at 3 p.m. until 8, which will be held in the meeting room at the convention center. Let's see. We also, I found this one here. I thought it was funny. My kids dragged me to AC. That's at 4 o'clock Fayette, the Weston. I can't imagine, because I see all adults all the time. I rarely see minors. So I'd be interested to see how this turns out. Let's see. Oh, by the way, there's going to be open video gaming until 10 o'clock. Video gaming room. Oh, and the video gaming room, which is normally in the Westin, is now going to be in the convention center. To the Ranting Griffin will be performing at 8 o'clock. It'll be going till 9. I definitely recommend watching it. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. 6:30, one of our guests of ours, Sardiun, is performing. You probably remember him from last year, doing all his fursuit performances on stage. He's going to be doing it again this year, and that's in the Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom. Right, if I can get this thing to move down. There we go. Ay, 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 ay. There we go. The dance will be going from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. We also, one of my favorite things, they kind of did a minor change of name. Whose furry line is it anyway? It's an improv show. Anyone can do it. It's one of my favorite things to do. And there will also be a fursuit dance preliminary, and that will be at 7:30 going to 10:30. That will be in Westmoreland. And there will be a fursuit friendly dance at 11 p.m. in Westmoreland after that. On Saturday, Dealer's Room, Art Show, Artist Alley will all be open at 10 a.m. So you'll have plenty of time for that. The fursuit parade will be at 1 p.m. and that will be starting... that's weird. They put it in, like, between the tabletop games. I know it starts in Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom, but why they put it in, like, in between there, I don't know. But it will be going all around, and I'm expected it to be 2x2 again, just like they did last year, because last year we reached quadruple numbers on fursuits. So hope you got plenty of memory on that camera. Let's see, what else do we got? If I can get my mouse to move down, there we go. Our guest of honor, Tom Minton, will be discussing animation at 4 p.m., which will be held in the lecture hall at the Convention Center. There's a Floor Wars dance competition. It's not the fursuit dance competition. That's at 4 p.m. at Westmoreland until 7. Let's see. Oh my god, they actually have an MLP panel. That's at 6:30 in the performance hall. Yeah, might as well mention to you since a lot of you are fans of it. Let's see. Matthew Ebel will be performing, and that will be starting at 4, going to 5:30 in the main ballroom. Uncle Kage will be doing his story hour at 7 at the Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom. We do have the Masquerade. That will be at 9 p.m. at the Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom. And the dance will be starting at 11 p.m. and that will be going till 2 a.m. And the fursuit friendly dance will be going from 11 to 1 a.m. in Westmoreland. on Sunday, Dealer's Room Art Show Artist Alley will be opening at 10 a.m., but the art show will be closing at noon. So, yeah, just a reminder to always watch your schedule, because it could cut off when you least expect it. The Paw Pet Show will be starting at 10 a.m. At the Puppetorium. Oh, yeah. Oh, this guy's here. Rabbity Rabbit will be doing his show at noon. Yeah, I met this guy last year. He's great. We'll also have a charity auction at 12 noon, and that will be at the lecture hall. Let's see. Kage and 2 will be doing a performance at 3:30 in the Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom. You will have to buy a separate ticket for that, and it will be for charity. They always do this every year. By the way, the first dance competition will be starting at 1 p.m. at the Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom. Yeah, they had it in such small text I couldn't see it. And the closing ceremonies will be at 5:30 in the Spirit of Pittsburgh Ballroom. But if you want to see the whole schedule, you can go to anthrocon.org and just click on the schedule. And they have it under 4 formats. I suggest using the PDF file. Alright, let's talk about our guests of honor. We have 4 of them this year. First, Tom Minton. Seasoned animator, writer, producer, story editor, storyboard artist. He has begun in small market advertising art and moved into Hanna-Barbera as an assistant animator, and then moved on to storyboard at Filmation. Let's see, he's done writing and storyboard both seasons of the Ralph Bakshi produced Mighty Mouse, the new series. He spent 15 years on staff at Warner Brothers during the Silver Age. He did stints writing, story editing, or producing episodes of Tiny Toon Adventures, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain. Let's see. And he also did some time with Walt Disney television animation. First as a story editor on Darkwing Duck and Disney's Raw Toonage. Shows I've watched when I was really young. So. And then writer, storyboard artist for Phineas and Ferb, which that is still on and going. And he had also done penning on one episode of Ben 10 Omniverse, and 6.5 hours of the currently airing show Littlest Pet Shop. Our second guest, Mercedes Lackey. One of the best known fantasy authors in the modern era. She is an accomplished musician and a licensed raptor rehabilitator. Yeah, you heard me right. Raptor rehabilitator. Her works are alive with animal characters that could only have been brought to life by one who truly knows the ways of the wild. Of her work, she writes, and I'm quoting, "I try to keep my world as solid and real as possible. People deal with stubborn pumps, bugs in forage, and love lives that refuse to become untangled, right along with invading enemies and evil magicians. And I try to make all my characters, even the evil magicians, something more than flat stereotypes." Also, in our guest of honor, Larry Dixon. He is a fantasy artist whose work has appeared in the Dungeons and Dragons source books with the covers and frontispieces of many novels. He's also a raptor rehabilitator whose expertise helped bring to life the eagles of the Lord of the Rings films. He's a writer who has collaborated with Mercedes Lackey on a number of wildly popular books. And he's also an active member of emergency services in his hometown near Tulsa, Oklahoma. He's a lover of fast motor cars, so good timing, since our theme is Fast and Furious. He's a frequent guest at science fiction and fantasy conventions, but this year will mark the first time in nearly 2 decades that he's been a guest in an Anthropomorphics convention. And our final guest of honor, everyone already knows him, Sardiun. We've had him last year. He's the juggler acrobat from Japan. So I really don't need to give much about him. Performs in his first, and he will be doing a performance this year. All right. Our hotel, as always, is the Westin, and we have added a couple of hotels because of the demand. Of course, we had the DoubleTree, we have the Marriott, the Courtyard, the Omni. We now have the Hampton and Wyndham. Right now, there is still room available, but only at the Omni and the Wyndham. The Omni only has king-size rooms available, and for Wyndham, it's $129 or $147 with tax. All right. Also, I had received a letter in the mail. They're asking everyone not to keep using your do not disturb signs all day, because the staff has to get into the rooms, check up, make sure everything's okay. Yeah, I got the letters and I read it entirely. They are asking everyone to please not keep them on the doors the whole weekend. Let's see. Is there anything else I need to mention? I don't think so. I think I covered everything. So if you want more information on what's going on at Anthrocon, just go to anthrocon.org and everything will be right there. And of course, I will be there. I will pretty much be at random places. So if you want like any contact information, or if you want to know where I'm at, just contact me on my FA page, or you can contact me in the message board here on YouTube. So I think everyone's pretty much set, and I've already gone through half an hour. Spike Vap logging out.